Imagine an explosion so powerful that it could be heard over 3,000 miles away, so catastrophic that it darkened the skies for days and altered global weather patterns for years. On August 27, 1883, the small volcanic island of Krakatoa erupted with unimaginable force, shaking the earth, sending towering tsunamis racing across oceans, and claiming the lives of tens of thousands. This wasn't just an eruption. It was one of the most violent natural disasters in recorded history. Today, we're diving deep into the story of Krakatoa, what happened, why it mattered, and how it changed the world forever. Welcome to Earth Sights on this day's series. In this video, we're exploring the dramatic and devastating eruption of Krakatoa on August 27, 1883. We'll uncover the science behind this colossal explosion, the chain of events that led to it, and the incredible impact it had on people, the environment, and even art and culture around the world. By the end, you'll understand why Krakatoa is remembered as one of nature's greatest cataclysms, and why its legacy still echoes through history. Krakatoa was a volcanic island nestled between Java and Sumatra in the Sunda Strait of Indonesia. Before 1883, it was relatively quiet, part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region notorious for its seismic and volcanic activity. Like many volcanoes in this area, Krakatoa sat on a subduction zone, where tectonic plates grind and push against each other, storing immense energy beneath the surface. For centuries, Krakatoa had occasional eruptions, but nothing that hinted at the apocalypse to come. By the 1880s, life around the Sunda Strait was bustling. Villages dotted the coasts, ships sailed through the busy trade routes, and people had little idea they were living next to a ticking time bomb. The story didn't begin on August 27th. In fact, Krakatoa had been restless for months. On May 20th, 1883, the first warning signs had erupted, literally. A plume of ash shot 7 miles into the sky, and smaller explosions rattled the region. People noticed dark clouds, ash falling like snow, and strange rumbling sounds. By June and July, volcanic activity escalated. Steam and ash columns soared higher, and small explosions became frequent. But despite these ominous signs, no one could predict the scale of what was about to happen. Villagers continued their lives, traders sailed nearby waters, and scientists observed with curiosity rather than fear. On August 26th, Krakatoa erupted violently, sending ash clouds miles high and hurling molten rock into the air. The next day, August 27th, disaster struck with unimaginable force. In the early hours, Krakatoa unleashed 4 massive explosions in quick succession. The third explosion was the loudest sound ever recorded in history, so loud it ruptured the eardrums of sailors 40 miles away, and was heard as far as Australia and even Mauritius, over 3,000 miles distant. The force of the blast blew most of Krakatoa apart. 2/3 of the island literally vanished, swallowed by the sea. The sky turned black as ash blocked the sun, and pyroclastic flows raced across the water like liquid fire. The colossal eruption triggered tsunamis up to 40 meters high. Entire coastal villages in Java and Sumatra were obliterated in minutes. Ships were hurled inland like toys. One steamship, the Bellow, was tossed nearly 2 miles from the shore. The death toll from the waves alone was catastrophic. In total, an estimated 36,000 people lost their lives, most from drowning as walls of water swept away everything in their path. In some places, the shoreline was unrecognizable. Towns vanished. Survivors described scenes of utter devastation. Floating debris, bodies, and an eerie silence after nature's fury had passed. The Krakatoa eruption was not just a local tragedy. It became a global event. The sheer energy released was staggering, estimated to be 13,000 times the power of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The explosion injected millions of tons of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, creating a veil that circled the globe. This veil reflected sunlight, leading to dramatic sunsets and a noticeable drop in global temperatures. For months, the skies glowed red and orange at twilight, inspiring famous works of art like Edvard Munch's haunting painting, The Scream, which some historians believe captured the surreal skies caused by Krakatoa. Even more astonishing, pressure waves from the blast traveled around the Earth 7 times, recorded by barometers worldwide. In London, scientists were baffled when instruments jumped for no apparent reason, until they learned about Krakatoa. If you found this journey into history fascinating, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with friends who love learning about the incredible events that shaped our world. And let me know in the comments, which natural disaster do you think had the greatest impact on humanity? I'd love to hear your thoughts.